Hi muckers, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all doing really well. We have a sad update when it comes to Wendy Williams, and I filmed on this, I think a couple of weeks ago, when it was teased that Wendy Williams would be coming out with a documentary. So the documentary is currently coming out, or currently being teased, or one of the sorts, because there's like teasers and stuff all around the place. And it's getting really messy. So to kind of summarize, well, I mean, to cut to the chase, it has been found out that Wendy Williams has been diagnosed with dementia. So she's been diagnosed with frontotemporal dementia and aphasia, I think is how you pronounce that. Well, either way you can read it. I'm pretty sure I'm messing up the way that you say that. And it seems that the documentary, I haven't seen it yet, is basically exposing the fact that Wendy's family have no real connection to her right now because of the conservatorship that Wendy Williams was placed under, and the family are releasing this documentary as a way of raising awareness on her current state and the fact that they just want her to be safe. So there's a big fight happening in the conservatorship right now, and I know that Wendy Williams' family are currently going on the record being like, we don't know where she is, which is terrifying, and we just need to abolish the abusive system that is conservatorships. We've seen it with Britney Spears, and we're seeing it happen with Wendy Williams right now. And so anyway, we're going to get to this article, which details what we find out from the documentary, but I also want to get to this clip, which is one of the most shocking clips I have seen in a very long time. We're going to get into all that. It's going to be a pretty heavy video today, so buckle in. I hope you're all doing well. And before I get into that as well, I want to remind you that I currently have launched a Finsta. Now, if you don't know what that is, it's a private Instagram that you have to request to follow and accept. I'm accepting people like in batches throughout the day. So right after I post this video for a couple hours, I'll be accepting people. Come over. It is incredibly deranged. It is incredibly deranged. I am posting all the time over there, and I'm just talking with all of you over there. It's pretty messy over there. So that'll be linked down below. It's at McIntyre's Dump. It's our little Finsta. Come over, come follow. I'll be accepting another couple hundred people. Sorry, I just saw one of the posts that I put on there. Anyways, firstly, I want to get to this clip from the documentary. Now, a lot of people have a lot of opinions on Wendy Williams. I can acknowledge how problematic Wendy is, but I can also acknowledge how much she has done for pop culture, and specifically for me, Wendy Williams, her show got me through very stressful times in my life, and I will always love her for that. And I don't like seeing anyone struggle, and I think dementia is one of the cruelest things that can happen to a person. I think it's devastating, and how quickly it can happen. Now, this clip of Wendy Williams from the documentary is her sitting with Black China, and it's just, you cannot recognize Wendy Williams. And again, if you're a viewer of the Wendy Williams show, you're seeing Wendy for quite possibly the first time in our lives not wearing a wig, which sounds stupid, but it was always a thing where she was like, you will never see me without my wig on. And again, it's just, morally, should this have been made? There's a lot of questions. Should these things have been shown? A lot of questions. I want to know yours down below. I haven't seen the documentary yet, so I can't speak on all of it. But just from this clip, seeing Wendy in this state, I mean, she's unrecognizable. And the Wendy that we know is not there anymore. You know, oh, she died, oh, clap if you care. Like, that Wendy is no longer here when you witness her. So this clip is her and Black China, and Black China is talking to her, and Wendy clearly isn't retaining any of the conversation. Well, it's only a minute long, and then, dude, I have watched this clip so many times, and each time it's making me tear up. There is something so, there's something so evil about dementia, and there's something really crazy about seeing someone who you're used to being very energetic and seeing them withering away or not recognizing them anymore. And to think a couple of years ago, Wendy Williams would be sitting on the Wendy Williams show interviewing Black China. And right now it's very clear that she's not retaining any of this conversation. It's just, So, very, very clear clip that shows that Wendy didn't retain any of the conversation that was just said to her. And she's bringing up Wendy Hunter, which is, you know, her name before she married. And her ex-husband, who was one of the main people on her show as well, just ruined her and ruined her life. And it's things like dementia can be heightened or brought on by traumatic events in life. And with the way that Wendy Williams' husband treated her and got that other woman pregnant, and the way that she talked about it and dealt with it and said how it affected her, there's almost like not even words for it, where it's just, fuck, let's get that bit again. And I mean, God, that clip really affected, that clip really affected me because, number one, I don't want to cry. Give me a moment. La, 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 la. It affects, I think, everyone who watches it, because you realize how scary health is and how someone can be lost to something like dementia, right? And I think what makes me even sadder when I watch this clip is that I spent so many years watching the Wendy Williams show, and this very clearly isn't Wendy Williams anymore, or Wendy Hunter. And more so than that, this full conservatorship. Now, I can get into this in another video because I really do want to get to this article, and it's quite lengthy. This conservatorship is getting really messy because apparently now, don't quote me here. I may be wrong, and if I am, I'll come back and correct myself. I'm pretty sure that the family or someone was behind this documentary, and then the conservatorship she's in is separate. So I think, I may be wrong, the people were highlighting how bad of a state she's in right now, and like she needs to be with her family instead of a conservatorship. So the conservatorship people, I think, allegedly aren't happy about this. And it's just like, this is a frail woman who does not need to be under an abusive conservatorship, allegedly. But it's just, it's terrifying that this can happen. Conservatorships and abuse of power, and let's get to this. Okay. Wendy Williams diagnosed with, I may be saying these wrong again, frontotemporal dementia and aphasia. I don't know why I'm fucking that word up. What to know about her health. Now, I looked up what this is, and I'm literally just going to say dementia because I keep fucking this up. This dementia, specific one, FTD. Why did I struggle saying that? Is an umbrella term for a group of brain diseases that mainly affect the frontal and temporal lobes of the brain. These areas are the ones associated with personality, behavior, and language. So parts of your, frontal lobes will start to shrink. And it's an uncommon type of dementia that will change behavior and language. So when you see that clip again, all right. As rumors about Wendy Williams' health continue to spiral, her care team revealed that she's being diagnosed with primary progressive aphasia and frontotemporal. I'm not saying either of those words again. Dementia. A press release February 22nd confirmed after undergoing a battery of medical tests, she got the diagnosis in 2023. So FTD is a progressive condition that affects the cognitive function and tends to result in changes in behavior, speech, and it's basically impacts communication, speech, writing, and the ability to understand language. The statement revealed that Williams' conditions have presented significantly hurdles in the start. I don't know. I think it's because this topic is upsetting me so much that I'm struggling to read any of this, because normally I would get these words down, but I'm really struggling today. Conditions have presented significant hurdles in the star's life, acknowledging the ongoing speculation about Wendy Williams' health, which we've been aware of. Over the past few years, questions have been raised at times about Wendy's ability to process information, and many have speculated about Wendy's condition, particularly when she began to lose words, act erratic at times, and have difficulty understanding, different transactions in the finances. The release stated, it added that the decision to share this news was difficult, but in doing so, Williams and her team are hoping to raise awareness for these two conditions. The announcement comes just 2 days before Wendy Williams returned to television. 2 days after canceling her hit TV show, The Former Wendy Williams Show, and her family will address the speculation regarding her health and abilities in the new Lifetime documentary, Where is Wendy Williams, coming out on February 24th. So this is very much so with friends and family are involved in this documentary, and they're, calling out and raising awareness of what's going on in her life and the conservatorship, and that they want to be in control of Wendy instead of a random fucking conservator. So, since canceling her daytime talk show, Williams, 59, has kept relatively quiet about, and 59 is still young as well, which is terrifying. 59 is young. About her well-being despite mounting rumors. But come Saturday, viewers will get updates on the health and how she got here. Until then, here's what we know. So she was diagnosed in 2023 with those two things, and receiving the diagnosis has enabled Wendy to receive the medical care she requires, the statement says. So then it's explaining basically what they both do. And then it goes on and says that there were questions always about her cognitive state. People have been speculating for a while. Her care team is sharing this personal update with her cherished fans, friends, and supporters to correct inaccurate and hurtful rumors about her health. Unfortunately, many individuals diagnosed with these two things face stigma and misunderstanding, particularly when they begin to exhibit behavior changes but have not yet, gotten a diagnosis. Wendy currently has a court-appointed legal guardian who oversees her money, which is a big thing here, her money before health when it comes to these fucking conservatorships, and her health to avoid the potential for her to be exploited. Ironic that the family are trying to get control of Wendy, but it's these strangers that have her money are the ones that are protecting her money from being exploited, whereas they're the ones doing it. Wendy Williams' sister, Wanda Finney, also told People in a story that the star is now in a wellness facility that specializes in treating cognitive issues. So Wendy Williams revealed, if you know, in 2018 that she was diagnosed with Graves' disease. Now, in February 2018, the talk show host announced that she'd be taking a 3-week break from the Wendy Williams Show because she had been diagnosed with Graves' disease. About a week before, she had cancelled several shows due to experiencing flu-like symptoms. At the time, a rep for her show told Today.com in a statement that she had Graves' disease for many years. Graves' disease is an autoimmune condition that stimulates the receptors on the thyroid gland to make the thyroid hormones, to make more of them, sorry. So basically, it's that the overproduction of thyroid hormones then leads to an increased heart rate, sweating, weight loss, anxiety, hair loss, difficulty sleeping, and bulging eyes. Williams noted that her fans had pointed out changes in her eyes when she revealed her diagnosis. Graves' disease squeezes the muscles behind the eyeballs, she explained, adding that it caused her eyeballs to twitch. Wendy Williams then returned to her show, but had to take time off in 2019 and then again in 2020 to cope with the illness. So if it's untreated, it can be life-threatening. While there are treatments such as medication, surgery, and therapy, Graves' disease looks different for every person. And even with treatment, it could be, still detrimental and just be really bad. Wendy Williams fainted on TV live in 2017. We're all aware of that infamous clip of her dressed up as the fucking Statue of Liberty, and she goes, "Our next caress," and she, stutters, and then she falls to the ground. I mean, I actually want to pull up that clip. I wonder if I can find it because it's a fucking terrifying clip. And obviously it became a meme. Can YouTube stop recommending me Jennifer Lopez? I don't care. No one is listening to that album. I tried listening to it. It's terrible. Wendy Williams fainting. Now again, this became a big meme on social media. But the reality of it is this was someone who was facing so many health complications, and this is really the start of all of what we're seeing now with her health.
Halloween costume contest. We do it every year. It's always a lot of fun. Let's get started. Our first caress.
Now, I don't know why my nose is running. Again, that makes a lot of sense now with the speech, the fainting. This leads with all these diagnoses. So the show then cut to a commercial, and when it returned, she told viewers that was not a stunt. I overheated in my costume and I passed out. The next day, she explained the fainting, saying she felt hot and dizzy, and then that paramedics told her she was low on electrolytes. It was scary, she said. It was really, really, really scary. It was scary. All I could think of was, don't pull the podium over you because it'll make it worse. Now, Wendy has also opened up about the fact that she has struggled with alcohol and cocaine use. And I also want to say something. I saw so many people online being like, oh, her drug use or her alcohol use has fueled her dementia. That is like flat out not accurate. Like, I did a little bit of digging online, and there is no connection between alcohol and drug use or abuse and dementia. So if you see people saying that, I did a little bit of digging online, and there was really nothing I could see to back that up whatsoever. It just seemed very victim blamey, and like that there's a reason that she now has dementia. Like, fuck up. So in 2013, Williams told NPR that she used a real fiend when it came to drugs. I was addicted to cocaine, she said. Crack cocaine, cooking it, getting it up from the Bronx. Thank God I never got stopped by the cops to shame my family and myself and lose my job. In 2019, Williams revealed that she was living in a sober house. You know, I've had my struggle with cocaine in the past, she said, and I never went to a place to get the treatment, she said during an episode. The trailer for her documentary and a recent People cover story also reference her alcohol use. In the trailer, someone close to her holds up, we've seen the trailer, I think we watched it, an empty bottle of vodka and asks her if she drank it in one day. The documentary's executive producer, Mark Ford, told People she was already battling so much physically, then it became clear that there were mental and addiction issues that she was battling. She fractured her shoulder in 2018. In 2019, Variety reported that Wendy Williams had fractured her shoulder in December of 2018, delaying the return of her show to the holidays. And then she revealed that she had lymphedema in 2022. During a 2022 segment with TMZ Live, Williams held up her swollen foot, which again became a meme online, and she explained that she had lymphedema. The condition is caused by the accumulation of fluid that builds up when the lymphatic system doesn't properly drain fluid from various parts of the body, according to the Mayo Clinic. She said that I can only feel about 50% of my feet. Do you understand? She said, normally I would be in a wheelchair, which ultimately she spends most of her time doing. So what is Wendy Williams doing today? Williams is staying in a wellness facility, her sister and niece told People. They said that because of her court-appointed guardian, they cannot contact Williams, but that Williams can contact them. Williams, that is struggling to understand language, has to contact them. They're not allowed to contact her. Oh, we're going to fucking dive into that conservatorship a little bit more. You better fucking... We did it with Britney, and we're going to do it with fucking Wendy Williams. I spoke with her yesterday, and I speak with her very regularly when she reaches out to me. She is, from what I understand, in a wellness... from what they understand. They don't even know where she fucking is. Because of conservatorship. Healing type of environment, Wanda, the sister, said. She's in a healing place emotionally. She's not the type of she's not the person that you will see in the documentary. And if anyone wants to watch it, the documentary, Whereas Wendy Williams, will air on Lifetime at 8 p.m. ET PT on February 24th and 25th, which is tomorrow and the day after if you're watching this on the day I upload. And then you can stream it with any service that has live cable, and it will also be available to watch the next day at mylifetime.com. Jesus, that felt like I was like reading off like a fucking script there. Well, I literally was. This is devastating. It really is. Please let me know your opinion down below. And I want to dive into that conservatorship a little bit more, because there's some very shady things going on. I will talk to you all later. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Goodbye.